This is an awesome game. This is the ending screen of this awesome game. I am going to delete my file, and it is going to upset me greatly, but we will play one path of this game. I'm not going to play the whole thing on screen because it needs to be experienced to be appreciated. And I want everyone to play this game, if nothing else. This is called No One Has to Die. 4 people are trapped in a building and need your help to escape. And it's an awesome game. So when you first start it up, this is what it should look like, if I remember correctly. And you gotta just figure out what to do, and none of this does anything, but if you click on this one, it starts the game. Urgent! The Phoenix Corporation headquarters security has been compromised. All personnel, evacuate immediately. Enter. Tempest engaged. Security room locked. Emergency services contacted. ETA 3 hours, 17 minutes. Visitor has logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. Hello? Is anyone there? What the hell is going on here? Christina has logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. There's a fire! Everyone, evacuate the building! Steve has logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. Oh, it's you, Chris. This is pretty bad. I can smell the smoke from here. Steve, why are you still here? I thought you'd gone home. I was working back late. Why do you care? Troy has logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. Lionel has logged on to the Phoenix Corporation Communications Network. This is the CEO of Phoenix Corporation telling everybody in the facility to evacuate the building. Security staff, report in immediately. The security staff are dead. I found them lying in the control room. Then I saw a warning on the screen about a fire, so I logged in. What happened to them? I killed them, and I lit the fire. Who the hell are you? Is this a joke? There's no time for this now. Visitor, if you're in the control room, then you have to coordinate us in escaping. You'll need one of the security codes. Security codes? The code is RFTS. What? Is this some kind of game to you? Security code confirmed. Security system online. Beginning scan, floor B3. It worked. Now, you may have a very difficult choice coming up, I'm afraid. Calculations complete. Fire on floor B3. 1 casualty unavoidable. Candidates, Troy, Steve. What does that mean? Our visitor's gonna have to choose between keeping me or Steve alive. I trust this won't be a hard decision. Kill that asshole! I'm not dying for him! My job here is done. I'm ready to die. The fire is growing. Visitor, you will be led through how the system works. Hurry up! Urgent, please enter your security system orders immediately. The chat system has been locked until your decision is made. So, when you get to this screen, this is the game portion of the screen. Water comes from the water tap, and when the switch is turned on. So here's the switch. Water puts out fire, but drowns people. You can turn the switch on, turns the water on, turning the switch off, stops the water. This is magical water that stops flowing wherever it ends up. So here's the fire. The fire spreads 1 space every turn. Fire cannot move through locked doors, so you can click a lock to lock it, but you can only lock 1 door. You can click switches when a person is standing next to them, and you can click on arrows to move people. So, this is a logic puzzle, and it has been constructed such that it is impossible to save both Steve and Troy. You cannot save both of them, because you only get to lock 1 door. So, I can either lock Steve's door and save Steve from the fire, or I can lock Troy's door and save Troy from the fire. I'm going to save Steve, because Troy is a jerk who killed security and started the fire, so he can burn to death, I'm guessing. We'll move Lionel over here, and then he can flick the switch, and now you hit click here to move to the next turn. This sometimes doesn't work very easily. I've noticed that I've had to click it multiple times sometimes in order to get it to actually go. And this is not done in Flash per se. It's done in HTML5. So one thing that means is that my screen recorder won't snap to the application. And two, you don't get the mouse over turning into a hand when you can activate things. So we click this. The water has moved one space. I can now turn off the water. This water will magically stay put. It's not going to spread any further. The fire cannot enter the water. The fire cannot pass the locked door, and the fire will consume Troy. And now Troy is dead. And now the fire can't spread anywhere else. It's filled up its section. The water's off, so it's not going to spread. And it says go one turn without the fire or water spreading. And there you go. Nothing moved. The fire has been contained. Casualties, Troy. Phew, that was tense for a bit. Glad that's over. How can you talk like that when someone just died? He had this coming. He tried to kill us. Really? I'm pretty sure he just saved you. Not his best decision. Oh, ha ha. So, you two know each other? Yep, me and Steve have had the misfortune of working together for the last few years. Tell me about it, Chris. Don't you wish you'd gotten to work in Troy's department instead? Shouldn't you two be looking for a way out? We're not all old like you. We can walk and type, thank you very much. The main hallway's completely destroyed by fire. I can't get through. I'm having the same problem. I found a staircase up to the next floor, though. Oh, same here. There's one here, too. Shall we head up? Sure, why not? Okay, I'm heading up now. Oh, this dialogue is so natural. It doesn't seem forced at all. Beginning scan, floor B2. Oh, our visitor's being very quiet. What's your story? Me? I don't work here. I'm just making a delivery. A delivery? Let me guess. Tires? Pop-up books? No, stationery. Those are some strange guesses, though. What exactly do you do here? You know, that's a great question. What do we do here, Lionel? I know you got that message, Lionel. Forget it. I wasn't expecting you to answer anyway. To be honest, no one really knows what Phoenix Corporation actually does. The company buys random items, toilet seats, guitars, you name it, in bulk, and then sells it all off for next to no profit. We're almost certain it's a front. But it pays well, so we stay here. Well, Christina works here because no one else wants her, but that's different. How about you shut up while I ask Lionel a serious question? I want to know about the cockatiels. Cockatiels? Oh, the cockatiel story. For nearly a year, we'd been constantly getting in shipments of live cockatiels, by the thousands. God knows how many birds they bought. But the cockatiels were never seen again. No one knows what was done with them. It's an animal rights issue. Whoa, that is weird. What is going on, Lionel? The visitor, the delivery guy starts calling him by first name. I like that. We were buying cockatiels looking for a phoenix. I don't get it. You don't have to get it. That didn't even answer the question. Has anyone found anything interesting on the second floor? Nope. Well, wrong voice. Nothing much here. Much of this building is reserved for storage. Shouldn't you guys all know your way around the building? Our access to the rooms here is very limited. That would be on your request, wouldn't it, Lionel? Truth be told, I rarely visit myself. I'm always by myself. I don't know how you can get by with rarely visiting yourself. I know what facilities this building contains, but I know very little about its layout. That's right. It's been in the notices for weeks that you were coming today. Was today something special? I was just dealing with some financial business. Nothing that could have encouraged arson. Calculations complete. Fire on floor B2. One casualty unavoidable. Candidates Lionel or Steve. God damn it, not again. Either Lionel or Steve is going to die. I love that the visitor says that. There's no... I could have said it a different way, but the way that it's worded, it's not like, oh no, you know, either Lionel or Steve has to die. As the CEO of this corporation, I must request that you save me. Don't you dare. Please save Steve. I don't know why this fire was started, but you can be sure Lionel's responsible in some way. But Steve's done nothing wrong. It's great to hear you sticking up for me for once, Chris, but our visitors already saved me once. It's their choice what they do this time around. It's his choice what he does this time around. Ugh. They is not a neuter singular pronoun. Visitor, my life is in your hands. Make the right decision. Save me. You will be well compensated. This isn't about money, you asshole. Shut up, both of you. It's getting hot in here. This is up to our visitor. Okay, I'm having trouble voice acting Steve, but that's alright. Urgent. Please enter your security system orders immediately. The chat system has been locked until your decision is made. I also love that the Phoenix Corporation's security communication system is such a jerk. I mean, it's like, nope, guess what? We're going to lock chat communications until you decide who dies. And the system knows that you're deciding who dies. It tells you that. It specifically says, there's an unavoidable casualty. Choose who dies. So once again, we've got these locked systems, and you get to lock one door. And the way that this works... Okay. So... you have to save her. Because if you don't save her, everyone else dies. I believe. Yeah, because if she turns on the water, she dies in 2 turns. There's no way to turn the water back off, and everyone else is going to die. So, you have to kill either Steve or Lionel. The way that you kill Lionel is you allow the water to flood and kill him. And then you let the water flood just enough to protect Steve, and then you turn the water back off. But essentially, the first thing you have to do is lock this door. And then you turn the water on. And then we go pass the turn. And we pass the turn. See, this is the thing I'm talking about where I have to click it multiple times to get it to actually work. And pass the turn. And he's dead. And I turn off the water. And now, we're both saved. Hooray! The fire has been contained. Casualties? Lionel. No! Lionel! Thunder! 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 Ah, blah, 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 blah. I'm drowning to death. Blah, 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 blah. That seems so... what's the word I want? It's crude, it's dismissive, it's insensitive to the death of a fictional human being. Good. Now who's being insensitive? Oh, see, I picked the right word. That was the head of our company, Chris. And you chose me over him, visitor? Don't ask me to explain my choices. It makes me sick thinking about what I just had to do. But obviously I'm going to kill the old man. How do you think I feel? I didn't get a choice. What if I wanted to die, to save Lionel? As if you would ever sacrifice yourself for anyone. And you would? No, but at least I'm upfront about it. Oh, that's cute. Are any of these characters supposed to be likable? Oh, I found a set of stairs. I'm going to head on up. I'm already on the next floor. I just didn't bother saying anything about it. Such... oh. That's a great story. Cool story, bro. Beginning scan, floor B1. Do you think we get paid overtime for this crap? I don't know. Barely matters, though. Time and a half of what we make is still next to nothing. Maybe Troy set the fire because he was angry about all the wage cuts recently. God, do you have any clue? Wait until we get out of here before you start making jokes about the deceased. I like how she's defending the guy who admitted to killing security and starting a fire. Hey, I could be right for all you know. The guy was whack. The guy was whack, yo. It wouldn't take much to set him off. Do you know him from before? No, just stop. I mean it. ... You know, speaking of the deceased, I've been so wrapped up in working with you guys, I almost forgot I'm in a room with 2 dead bodies. But now the smell is really getting to me. Whoa, I'd forgotten too. That's awful. What can you find out about them? I guess I should probably search them, huh? I really don't want to, though. I mean, I like reaching into people's pockets, but not when they're dead. Ugh, good luck. You must have a stronger stomach than me. Okay, I'll go look now. Back. I found a blue file in the hand of one of them. Yeah, that wouldn't have taken long. You should have been able to see that from where you're standing. Really? What does it say? It's the security code, the one that Troy gave us. Wait, really? What are you surprised? Why are you surprised, Chris? It would explain how Troy could tell us the code. Why would he give us the code anyway? What does he get out of it? I don't get it either. Why shoot 2 people, set a building on fire, and then try to play the hero? It makes no sense to me. No, it's path... blah, blah, blah. He's a psychopath. He kills people, sets the building on fire, and then tries to play a hero so that he can be the hero. He wants to be the hero, but, you know, there's no psychos going around killing people, setting buildings on fire for him to save people, so he needs to engineer the situation. Why don't we ask him? Oh, whoops. No, it's not funny. Hey, simple mistake. Chris? Chris? You sure managed to get yourself ignored a lot. I wasn't fussed on talking to her anyway. You two. Oh, you two. Always with the yucks. Calculations complete. Fire on floor B1. 1 casualty unavoidable. No. Candidates, Christina, Steve. No. No! Chris? I thought I was going to make it. There's only 1 more floor to ground level. You're getting out of here, Chris. There's no way I'm letting you die. Don't you dare. Don't you even think about it. You're not sacrificing yourself for me. Chris, you know I don't mean any of the shit I say, right? Of course I do. I'm not an idiot. You don't need to die to prove that. Good. Then I'm ready. Steve, no. You don't deserve to die. No one deserves to die, Chris. Especially not you. You're not going to ignore me now, are you? I just don't know what to say. How about goodbye? Whatever happens, this is the last time we'll ever talk to each other. This isn't how I wanted things to go. Do you think I want to die? You don't understand. I'm sorry, you two. If I don't do something now, you'll both die. It's all right. I'm ready now. It'll be like a barbecue. Shut up. You're not going to die, is he, visitor? Our visitor knows what they're doing. They'll save you. Visitor, promise me you'll save him. Promise me. Urgent, please enter your security system orders immediately. The chat system has been locked until your decision is made. This is the exact path I followed the first time I played this game. Because obviously, you know, the guy who kills the security and sets the fire gets to die first. The jerk, well, he's a bit of a jerk. Steve was also a gigantic jerk. But if you're going to have to kill someone, kill the old guy, let the young guy live. And now it's a choice between letting the guy live or the girl. And, you know, chivalry says the girl should live. And then the fact that Steve specifically said, I will die to save her. So, sure. Now, it hints that, you know, there's other opportunities, there's other situations to arrive here, because there's this whole section here where nobody exists. But if maybe you save different people, someone will show up on this side. So how do we save her? And, well, one of them is going to die. So how do we save her? What we need to do is get to the water, turn it on, if I remember correctly, and then turn it back off, and it'll just flood this space, and that will save her. So we move forward, pass the turn, move forward, hit the switch, pass the turn, hit the switch again, pass the turn, and there we go. So now she's safe, everything else is full, and this will end the game. The fire has been contained. Casualties, Steve. I like that the system even knows the names of these people. No. I'm so sorry. No, it's not fair. Why would you save me? I had to listen to one of you. You don't understand. He never hurt anyone. Neither did you. Yes, I did. Troy and Lionel and Steve, they all died because of me. The security guards, too. Visitor, this is all my fault. I like how we're still calling him Visitor. We're not actually, it's like, oh, I'm in charge of who lives and who dies. You know, maybe I want to tell you my name or something at some point. Even before all this happens. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, I found 2 guys dead. My name is blah, blah, blah. I lit the fire. I lit the fire. I'm the one who smelt it. I'm the one who dealt it. No, you didn't. Troy did. No, he didn't. I don't know what his deal is. I set the fire. Then I killed the guards before they could do anything about it. From the start, it was all me. Christina, you know it wasn't really you. It was Troy. If it was Troy, why was he trying to save us all? I don't know. No one does. This isn't how it was meant to go. Steve wasn't meant to be here. The building was meant to be nearly empty. Let's say you did it. What was your motive? I wanted to stop whatever was going on in this building forever. And I wanted to kill Lionel before he ruined anyone else's life, too. What did Lionel do? Him and his company. He and his company. They killed my mother. What? Dun dun dun. There's a deliberate little pause there when you go on to the next one that just leaves it sit and then clicks in. My mother used to work at this company. She had the same name as me. I'm actually Christina Johnson II. She never told me much about what they did here. She always just said, experiments. Well, one day she went to work and never came back. We ordered a search, but no one could find her. You need the A-team. It was a week before we got a call from the Phoenix Corporation. They told us that they were so sorry, and that Mum had died in an experiment. Are you British? Mum? Mum had died. Ooh, that was probably the highest my voice has gone in quite a while. I'm sorry my ass. They still wouldn't tell us what happened. And then, when they sent back her body, they sent back her body with her brain cut out. They cut out her brain so they could experiment on it. They killed my mother so they could look at her brain. This is like, it's like pick one of the following. Christina, I'm so sorry. I couldn't let them get away with doing anything like that ever again. So I started working here at the company. That seems legit. You know, that's what I would do. Oh my gosh. This company, my mom worked for, they kidnapped her and cut out her brain. What should be my first step? I know I will get a job there. And I will use the same name as my mother so that they know who I am. They knew who I was, but I think they gave me a job to shut me up. Since then, I've spent God knows how long trying to find out what they did to my mother, but I haven't gotten anywhere, so now I'll burn it to the ground. When I read the notices that Lionel was going to be visiting today, I knew I had to do something. But I thought I had worked out the timing perfectly. Steve wasn't meant to be working overtime. And now he's dead. I killed him. I killed all of them. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Nothing's going to help. I'll just keep moving through this building, and when I get out, I'll be arrested, and I'll finally get what I deserve. Okay. Alright, I'm on the ground floor now. Beginning scan, ground floor. To be honest, I still have no idea where I am. Most of the building is off limits normally. We take elevators down to our workspaces on floor B3, and we never see the rest of the building. What a weird way to do things. It makes sense when you remember they're trying to hide the skeletons in their closet. She's still sad. I'm still playing her as sad. Oh, there's a blue file on a desk in here. It looks like the one you found on the security guard. Another one? What's the point of that? It has a different code on it. Maybe this would let you lock more fire doors at a time. But if I'd had that earlier, I don't even want to think about this. I'm going to keep moving. No fire detected. Hold on a sec. There's a big metal door I need to open. Alright. I like the way he plays it off. Okay, I'm through now. There's a sign here. It says Tempest Entrance. What's that? No clue. There's a door here, though. It looks kind of strange. I'm going to go through. Sure. Just tell me what you find. Christina has disconnected. Reason? Signal lost. She got into the TARDIS. No! What? No, we were so close. Why would it drop out now? Christina! Christina, I'm coming to find you! Visitor has disconnected. Christina end. Dun dun dun! The mystery is not yet solved. You must explore all possibilities to find the truth. Cute game, huh? And then you come back to the screen and you see that this is the ending you have chosen. Now, there is something that I really don't like about this ending, and that is the fact that Christina's on the left side, the left side, the left side, and now suddenly on the right. There's a reason, kind of, why, just a tiny bit of a reason, but she should go straight to the left. And then Steve, who's obviously the only other choice, should show up here. And, well, here's a weird mystery. You have these two over here, but Lionel... Who shows up here? Because that's the end of it. There's no more choices. Dun dun dun. So I very much encourage you to go to Newgrounds.com, play No One Has to Die, and explore the other options. Learn the story, solve the mystery, and have a lot of fun while doing it. It's an excellent, awesome, wonderful, mega, super cool game. It's super cool. I've played it twice before. This will be the third time going through, and once you've solved it, you can continue from anywhere. So, like, if I wanted to get the Steve ending, I can continue from right here by clicking on that. You can then skip the story and go right to solving the puzzle. And obviously, to save Steve, you just do that. So now Steve can't burn to death, she will. And that's how you solve that for Steve. None of the puzzles are particularly difficult. A couple of them are maybe a little bit tricky, but they're not that bad. So, until next time... No one has to die.